What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna keep it a little low right now, a little chill. So I got a Reshizard deck profile here, and as always, of course, code card giveaway. I have a lot of code cards for you guys, and actually, there's a couple good ones in there, like this first one, Trainer's Toolkit. This one will be a very good one, especially for anyone that is kind of new to PTCGO and needs to get the really good cards, the staples. Trainer's Toolkit will really help you out. Now here's another random one, Vivid Voltage. Right, so that'll help y'all out. Now for the deck profile. And of course, I'm going to be stopping in between. Reshizard. It's a Reshizard deck, but there's only two Reshizard. Strange, isn't it? Reshizard's such a great Pokemon. It literally won a world championship with Mewtwo and Mew tag team, mainly because of Flare Strike and Double Blaze GX. Now, Outrage is an amazing attack as well for 2 energy, but mainly what you're doing with this is Flare Strike, and if you do happen to get 6 energy, you can do 300 damage. Most of the time, that's good enough. I mean, those ADP matchups, that'll take out ADP. But really, you're kind of going for Flare Strike or Outrage. So, Reshizard just at 2. You can get them in the league battle decks. They're really easy to get. They also come with the 1 Charizard and Breaks In, or as I call it, Breaksard. This card's pretty good. 180, add any 3 cards from your deck to your hand. Pretty strong. If you know they're not playing Marnie, this is a really good attacker. 180, very good damage. The format of the game right now is 2-shotting everything. 2-shotting, 3-shotting. You're no longer 1-shotting anything unless you have their weakness. Crimson Flame Pillar GX. I've never used it. However, people I let play this deck, they have used it. It comes in handy sometimes, and I love this artwork. This is the promo one. The regular one you do get in the League Battle deck as well. So that's about it for real attackers. I mean, I do play the one Ninetales V. Ninetales V is mainly in here for Ninetales Shapeshifter. Copy any attack on the opponent's active, use it as its own. Pretty it's an okay. If you don't have a Ninetales or don't feel like getting one, Victini V would be a very good choice. If you don't want a Victini V, then you could go with maybe a Dedenne GX. But pretty good choice. It's fire type. Just trying to keep it simple. The next one is kind of your essential go-to starter, which is going to be Volcanion. Flare Starter, if you're going second and you use Flare Starter, you can accelerate 3 energy to any way you like on your Pokemon. Very strong. Later in the game, for 2 energy, he can do 110 damage if there are 4 or more fires on the field, on my field. Pretty good for backup attacker, 110 damage for 2 energy. And Flare Starter gets you set up every game. And that's it for Pokemon. Not many. However, this deck does not mulligan that much. Trust me. Let's get another cool code card in here. Champion's Path. There you go. Now going on to trainer cards, I like to start with supporters. And of course, since this is a fire deck, you always play for Welder. I'm not going to explain Welder. It accelerates 2 energy, draw 3. I know I just explained it, but what I mean by I'm not going to explain it is that it's the best in any fire deck. If you play fire energy, you need Welder. Next up we have 4 Greens Exploration. This deck plays no Pokemon with abilities. That's probably why Dedenne's not in here. However, Victini V would be a great option. Greens Exploration, add any 2 trainers to your hand. if no Pokemon with abilities are on your side. And we don't play any with abilities, so we're all good. Next up, I do play a little tag engine, 2 Cynthia Caitlin, and 2 Mallow and Lana. Mallow and Lana, very strong card right now. Healing 120, or in a pinch, you could literally just use it as a switch. That comes up a lot, just using it as a switch. But if you need to heal, the 120 healed really hurts. Especially since we're in a 2-shotting game right now. Mallow and Lana, very strong supporter. Cynthia Caitlin, I mostly use it for the draw 3 when I don't have Welder. But Cynthia Caitlin can add a supporter back to your hand. Very good choice as well. And last supporter, one research. It doesn't come in that often. You very rarely use it, but it's in there. It can be used. Usually this deck doesn't have a problem with hands. On to stadiums, I'm going to play the 2 Giant Hearth. And then I have 1 Training Court. If you don't have Training Court, you could just play the 3rd Giant Hearth. Giant Hearth is great. Discard a card, add up to 2 fire energies. It's staple in every fire deck. Training Court, add an energy back to your hand from the discard. That's really great because fire tends to discard a lot of energies. And mainly, if they have Chaotic Swell, I can just waste a Training Court because Giant Hearth is what you want on the field. That's it for stadiums. Let's get another code card in here. This one's going to be Rebel Clash. And we'll do another Champion's Path. I have tons of code cards. Tons of them. Many more to give away. Because we were playing a tag engine, Tag Call is probably the best card you can get on first turn. Search for these 3 right here. And the supporters. An amazing card. Tag Call, really great for tag engines. Because of Tag Call, I only play the 3 Quick Ball. Yeah, don't play many Pokemon, so Quick Ball not very necessary at 4, especially with Tag Call making up that difference. Quick Ball mainly is used to get Volcanion, and that's about it. Continuing on, we have Energy Spinner. Great card going second. If you're already accelerating 3, you have Welder, just think about it, you're getting a lot of energy on the first turn. Really great. And the last, searching cards is going to be 4 Pokegear. 4 Pokegear is really needed in this deck because we play greens, we play Welder. These get those. And maybe you could cut it down to 3 if you wanted to play another card. That's one of those that maybe you could cut. This one right here is a little risky, but I don't want to play Boss's Orders, so I'm going to play 4 Pokemon Catcher. Flip a coin. If heads, you gust up any Pokemon they have. Pretty good, right? But you got to get a heads. So a lot of the times, I will usually Green's Exploration for 2 of them. Or with Reshizard, I'll search for even all 3 of them. Just to make sure I get that gust. Sure, you could just play Boss's Orders, but this is a deck with Green's Exploration. This is a deck with Welder. You're going to want to use other supporters. You don't want to waste your supporter on a boss. Although it's not a waste. Downsides, upsides. Pokemon Catcher works fine for me. 2 Fire Crystal, because in the mid to late game, you're going to want your fire energies back. It's that simple. Get them back from the discard pile. Only 3 switch. You don't really switch around a lot with this deck. And it's easily searchable with greens and with Reshizard. You can easily get switched. So maybe you could play 4. Cut the 1 Pokegear 3.0 for the switch. Maybe. I do like playing 4 switch in all my decks, but this one, 3 has been fine so far. Gonna have the 2 Vitality Band because 310 damage, 190 damage, 190, you know, whatever you're doing, 120 damage on High Heat Blast. That's the big deal right there. A lot of stage 1 decks, like Baby Blounds, Blacephalon has 120 health, and you want to kill it with Volcanion, but you can't. So Vitality Band really comes in clutch a lot of the times. That extra 10 damage. And the last 3 trainers are 2 Great Potions and 1 Reset Stamp. Reset Stamp basically goes in every deck as a one-of. I love putting it in decks with 3 prizers. If I had only a 1 prize deck, I wouldn't be using Reset Stamp. Great Potion is a great card. Heals 50 from your active GX. We play 3. And they're your main attackers. So a lot of the times, you know, your opponent will think they have game, and maybe you can't do something. You know, you'll use Flare, you can't do anything, but you have Great Potions, and you have Mallow and Lana. Just play the stall game. Great Potion heals 50. And then last, but certainly not least, we're going to get to energies after doing a bunch of code cards. First one, Champion's Path. Another Champion's Path. Burning Shadows. Rebel Clash. Champion's Path. And the Premium Marnie Collection. Now on to energies. I don't know the count, so I'm just going to lay them out and just count them while they're laid out. Energies. Pretty good count, honestly. It works out fine for me. No problems really. And the high energy count is kind of because you go through them a lot, especially with Volcanion. And if you go second, that's the thing. If you win the coin flip on this one, you're always going to go second. That is guaranteed. You go second. Never go first. If you have to go first, then you're in a shitty situation. So that's my Greens Reshizard. This deck came out as a League Battle deck, so it's easily accessible for about $25–30. You can get Reshizard. You can get the whole deck. And this is just the Greens Reshizard deck with a few alterations. And it does fine. It's not bad. So I'm just going to end off this video real quick with some more code cards that I'm going to give away, because my pile of code cards is getting a little too big. So these will be the last ones I give out till the next video. Rebel Clash, Burning Shadows, Champion's Path, another Champion's Path, another Champion's Path. Okay, we got another. And final one is another Champion's Path. So, hope you guys get some good pulls with those. I just have too many code cards. It's that simple. I do play the online game, but these are all extra. I already have a lot of codes to open on the online game. Like over 200. So thank you for watching. Obviously, like I said earlier in the video, Victini V would be a great replacement for Ninetales V. But other than that, this deck works out pretty well. And it's pretty strong for the time being. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.